Myself, Rajesh Par, Assistant Professor, Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Okay. Today we are going to learn some of the experiments in power system laboratory. First of all, what is meant power system? Power system basically consists of generation, transmission, distribution, and last one is utilization. Generation. If you would like to draw a single line diagram of power system, if you know the single line diagram of the power system, generation usually done by power generating station, which uses alternators, which is fed by prime mover and then exciter. Okay. And this voltage is step up by using step up transformer. Again, this one is transmitted by using R, L and C networks. Okay. Again, this stepped up voltage is stepped down by using transformers. Again, at the back end, we will be having loads or XL, whatever. Okay. So, basically we can call as this is the receiving end. This is the receiving end. This is sending end. Okay. What will be the appropriate parameters we can use for this power system? Since it is having two ends, sending end, receiving end, we can equalize this network with our two-port network. Two-port network is similar to this sending end, receiving end sides. The appropriate parameter, what we can use for this system, power system is ABCD parameters. Usually, what is ABCD parameters? We will be having V1. V1 is equal to A V2 plus B I2. I1 is equal to C V2 plus D I2. Okay. These are the dependent one, V1 I1 and V2 I2. These are independent. When we are comparing the two-port network with our power system single line diagram, where this V1 can be represented by sending end side. This V2 can be represented by using receiving end side. So the ABCD parameters or transmission line parameters can be rewritten as Vs is equal to A VR plus V IR. Is is equal to C VR plus D IR. Okay. V is nothing but these two are sending end side. These two are receiving. Usually we know the receiving end voltage and current. Receiving end voltage and current. We don't know the values of sending end voltage. So these are independent. These are dependent on the receiving. These are dependent. The VR and IR are independent. When we are writing individually the parameters, A parameter A is equal to nothing but Vs by VR and C is equal to Is by VR. A is equal to Vs by VR. A is equal to Vs by VR when IR is equal to 0. Okay, C is equal to Is by VR when again IR is equal to 0. For B parameter, B is equal to Vs by IR at VR is equal to 0. D is equal to IS by IR at VR is equal to 0. These are the conditions. IR is equal to 0. When IR is equal to 0, we will get A and C parameter. When VR is equal to 0, we will get B and D parameters. So IR is equal to 0 means it is nothing but the receiving end that is open circuited. When the receiving end is open circuited, the current is 0, IR is equal to 0. When the receiving end side is short circuited, VR is equal to 0. So for getting A and C parameters, the receiving end should be open circuit. For getting B and D parameters, the receiving end should be short circuit. Usually the power system transmission line can be represented in two versions. One is nominal pi model, another one is nominal T model. Two models, pi model and T model. The most appropriate one is T model. So we are representing our power system transmission line in T model. Okay, nothing but we will be having transmission line R, L and C. Okay. For getting symmetry, we are representing R, XL1, R, XL2 and this T. It is having capacitance XC, reactance XC and inductive reactance XL2 and XL1 and the resistance line resistance R. So for getting A and C parameters, this should be open circuited. Receiving end should be open circuited. For getting B and D, this should be short circuited. When receiving end is open circuited, we will be getting A and C value. When the receiving end is short circuited, we will be getting B and D values. We will draw individually for getting A, C parameters and again B and D parameters. Our practical network consists of R value as N ohm, XL1 that is half of the inductive reactance that is 20 ohm, 10 ohm, 20 ohm and the capacitor reactance that is 212 ohm. For open circuit, for getting practical network, for getting E and C parameters. Okay. The sending end voltage is 26 volts. Usually we will be having small alternator in our kit. We will generate below 30 volts. So we are using one of the phase that is 26 or it may be where 26, 28 sometimes. When we are doing the practical calculation, this is open circuited. So this can be eliminated. So the network becomes this is 212 XC, this is XL, that is 20 ohm, this R 10 PS is equal to 26 volts. When we have calculated the IS current, that is 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 equal to Vs by Z, that is nothing but the combination of these three. Okay, when we have done the mathematical calculation, we will get the values. For getting A and C parameters, this is open circuited. When this is open circuited, it's okay. IS is equal to Vs by Z, that is nothing but the combination of R and C. This IS is equal to Vs by Z. Okay. And VR, receiving end voltage, VR is equal to the sending end current, this IS into this. Since it is open circuited, the voltage VR is nothing but the voltage across the capacitor. So VR is equal to IS into XC. Okay. For getting A and C parameters, this should be open circuit. A is equal to Vs by VR. Vs we know, VR we know from this calculation. So we will get A value. Okay. Again for C, Is by IR, we know Is by Is is equal to Vs by Z, and VR, we know VR is equal to Is into Xc. So we will get C parameters. Okay. Coming to the short circuit parameters or nothing but VND parameters. When the receiving end is short circuited, VR is equal to 0. So we will get Is is equal to the sending end current. Is is nothing but, again, this is the combination of this is parallel circuit RL, and this C, this three are in parallel, and this is in series, the primary one. So that is nothing but Z equivalent total impedance. Vs by this total impedance, Vs by Z equivalent, it will give Is. Again, IR nothing but the receiving end current. IR is equal to, you can use the current division rule. Here. IR is equal to Is into opposite impedance, that is Xc, by the combination of total RLC, R plus J XL2 minus X. This is nothing but IR. For getting the B parameter, B is nothing but Vs by VR. We know Vs, the sending end voltage, Vs, and IR can be found by using this formula. So we will get the B parameter. Again, after calculating B, for getting D value, I think that D is equal to Is by IR. Is is nothing but Vs by Z equivalent, and IR is equal to, by this formula we will get IR. So D is equal to Is by IR. Okay. When we know A is equal to Vs by IR, this is unitless. Voltage and voltage. C is equal to Is by IR, nothing but admittance. B is equal to Vs by IR, ohms. Is by IR, D is equal to, this is unitless. We can find the ABCD parameters of the transmission network practically by using our kit. In this our kit, we will have three phases. For finding ABCD parameters, we are using one phase. Okay. We are going to demonstrate this experiment in our next video.
Okay, sir. So good morning one and all. Today we are going to learn about ABCD parameters of the transmission line. Okay. So this is the trainer kit for AC transmission lines. So by using this kit, we are going to measure ABCD parameters. Okay. So before going to measure ABCD parameters, I just want to discuss all the blocks available in this trainer kit. So coming to this meter, this is the meter which indicates the sending end parameters, and this is the meter which indicates the receiving end parameters. So as a power system contains sending end and receiving end, so both are connected to the transmission network. So this trainer kit is having 3-phase transmission network here. Okay. So this sending end values can be generated using this block. So this block contains an alternator which can be fed by 3-phase supply. Okay. So by giving 3-phase supply to this alternator, this source generates some amount of voltage. So that voltage we can consider it as sending end voltage. So after generating the sending end voltage, that will be transmitted to this through this 3-phase transmission network. So after this transmission network, we have receiving end terminals here. Okay. So by considering this receiving end terminals, we can measure the receiving end voltage and receiving end current using this meter. And these four are the angle measurements of different parameters. So this is the phase angle of Vs by Vr. So like that, this is the phase angle of Vs by IR, and this is the phase angle of Vs by Is. This is the phase angle of Vs by Vr by IR. Okay. And these parameters are nothing but XL1, XL2, XL3, XL4, which are there in transmission network. This XL1 is nothing but the inductance inductive reactance 1, inductive reactance 2, inductive reactance 3 and inductive reactance 4. Okay. So, these are all the blocks present in this trainer kit. So, now we are going to connect our required circuit. Okay. So, as the theory says, our required circuit is nothing but a T network which contains R and L connected in series at the sending end and R and L connected in series at the receiving end, and there is a capacitance in T network. Okay. So, the circuit diagram is this one. So, this is the circuit. So, this is the circuit diagram we are going to consider in order to measure the ABCD parameters. So, this is the Vs voltage, sending end voltage, and this is the resistance and inductive reactance parameters. So, this is the capacitive reactance parameters, and we are going to measure this receiving end voltage. Okay. So, now we are going to connect this network in this trainer kit. Okay. So, for that, in order to easy the calculations, we are going to consider only single phase transmission network. Okay. So, here there are 3 phase transmission networks are there, but for calculating easy calculations, we are going to consider only single phase. Okay. So, here I am considering Y phase as our required network. Okay. So, now the connection starts like this. So, after generating this AC voltage, we are going to give that input AC voltage source to the meter connections. Okay. So, this connection represents the meter connections. Okay. So, we are going to measure this AC voltage into this meter. So, for that I need to connect like this. Okay. So, next one is after generating the sending end voltage, so we are going to transmit it. Okay. So, for that I need to consider this Y phase as a transmission network. Okay. So, from here the transmission network starts. Okay. So, in our transmission network we are having a resistance parameter in the first case. Okay. So, here if you observe these two lines, there are some dotted lines and there are some dark lines. Okay. So, here there are some dark lines and these are dotted lines. So, this indicates, this dark line indicates there is no required of external connection, and this dotted line indicates there is a requirement of external connection if we need it. Okay. So, now in our circuit the first parameter is resistance. So, this yi1 represents the resistance value and this dark line represents resistance value. Okay. So, we no need to connect externally, right. And now this XL1 is also in the dark mode. Okay. So, no, that means we are not going to connect any external connection. So, after that we are having XC1 here. Okay. So, for this XC1 there are dotted lines here. So, dotted lines means there is an external connection required. So, we need to connect this and this one by using external connection, right. Again, if you move further into the circuit, there is XL2 there. Okay. So, in order to connect this XL1 and this XL2, another dotted line is there. So, that means there is an external connection required in this dotted connection also. So, we are going to connect like this. Okay. So, at the end of this XL2 the circuit closes. Okay. So, from here the transmission network is ended. Okay. So, from here we are going to end this transmission network like this. Okay. So, this yi2 represents the R2, resistance R2 in our network. Okay. So, by this point our transmission network is end. Okay. So, after receiving end terminals, so after transmission network is ended, this connection, this receiving end terminal should go to receiving end measurement block. Okay. So, this is the receiving end measurements block, right. And again this angle measurement block will go to this receiving end terminal. This is phase connection and this one is neutral connection. So, we are considered single phase connection, right. So, this phase and this is neutral. So, this is the end of the circuit and these 4 terminals represents the load connection. Okay. So, in order to do the experiment we have 2 ways. So, in order to measurement the A and C parameters, we are going to open this load, and in order to measure B and D parameters we are going to close this load. Okay. Measure the open circuit parameters. Okay. So, now this load is in open condition. Now, we are going to measure the values of sending end voltage, sending end current receiving end voltage and receiving end current. Okay. So I switch on the circuit, and these are the several switches for several values of the sending end terminal. So if you press it, it shows the voltage, sending end voltage of the three phases. Here V1 indicates R phase, V2 indicates Y phase, and V3 indicates B phase. Okay. So if you press this button, then voltage, sending end voltage in R phase, sending end current in R phase, and frequency in R phase. And if you press again, it shows 2, that means our connection is Y phase, right. So we need to select the second phase. So in this second phase, the sending end voltage is 26.4 volts, and the sending end current is 0, and the sending end frequency is 50 hertz. Okay. Similarly, this receiving end also several switches to measure all the things. So here also, if we select the second phase, this is the receiving end voltage, this is the receiving end current, and this is the receiving end frequency. So we need to note all these readings under the tabular form. Okay. So this is the sending end voltage, sending end current, receiving end voltage, receiving end current. Okay. So after measuring the magnitudes of the sending end voltage and sending end currents, we need to measure the angle also. Okay. So for that, we need to measure Vs by Vr angle and Vr by Ir angle. Okay. So for A value, Vs by Vr angle is required, and for C value, Vs by Is is required. So you need to subtract these two values. So this is plus 94 degrees and this is plus 82 degrees. So you need to subtract these two angles in order to get the angle for C, the parameter C. Okay. So that is about A and C parameters, right. So in order to measure the B and D parameters, you need to short circuit the load. Okay. So B and D parameters will get from the short circuit parameters. So you need to short circuit the load. This Y phase and this neutral should be short circuited. Okay. So after short circuited, again calculate the parameters of sending end voltage, sending end current, and receiving end voltage, receiving end current. Since receiving end voltage is 0, that means we are having a short circuit connection at the end. So the receiving end voltage is 0. Okay. So there will be a current flowing in the receiving end. This is the receiving end current, sending end voltage, sending end current. Okay. So after note down the magnitudes of these four, again we need to calculate the phase angles of B and D. Okay. So in order to calculate the phase angle of B, you must do so phase angle for B and D, right. So in order to measure the phase angles of B and T, again you need to subtract the values of these two. Okay. So this is 0 degrees and this is 61 degrees. So subtract those two, and the phase angle for D also Is by Ir. So for Is by Ir, you need to have difference between these and this one. Okay. So that means if you divide this Vs by S with Vr by Ir, you will get Is by Ir, right. So that means you need to subtract these two, right. So so by this way you can measure the parameters of A, B, C and D. So after calculating all these parameters A, B, C and D practically, you should compare these practical values with the theoretical values. Okay. So and find out what is the error between those parameters. Okay. So that you can calculate the error for the transmission line, right. So by using this trainer kit, we used to measure A, B, C and D parameters. So this is the theoretical and practical calculations of A, B, C and D parameters. So this is A parameter. The formula for A parameter is Vs by Vr, and the C is Is by Vr. So B is Vs by Vr and D is Is by Ir. Okay. So these are the formulas required to calculate A, B, C and D parameters. So this is the theoretical values. This is 26 volts is a theoretical value of sending end voltage. So after substituting all the theoretical values into these formulas, you will get A as 0.0908 at the angle 3 degrees, and C, B and D. Okay. So after substituting all the theoretical values, you will get these values. So in practical, you need to put the values into this tabular form like this. Okay. So this is the sending end voltage. So for open circuit load, you need to calculate this sending end parameters, and for short circuit load, you need to have this tabular form. Okay. So, in open circuit load the sending end voltage is 25.4 at an angle 0 and sending end current is 0.234 at an angle 81 degrees. Okay. So, the receiving end voltage is 29.8 and the receiving end current is 0 because open circuited, right. So, after substituting all the values into these formulas you will get A value and C value. Again if you short circuit the receiving end terminals then you will get B and D parameters. Okay. So, in our short circuit test we will note down the values like 24.9 as sending end voltage, 0.42 as sending end current, so 0 as receiving end voltage since it is short circuited. So, value is 0 and the receiving end current is 0.496. If you substitute all these 4 values into these 4 formulas then you will get the values of B and D like this. Okay. So, these are the theoretical and practical verification of A, B, C and D parameters.